Today I'm going to show you 5 things you can do in Spring Year 1 to jumpstart your farm. This video is going to be split into 3 separate ones, a beginner, intermediate, and advanced video. Today we will focus on beginner strats. Links will be in the description when the intermediate and advanced videos are out. Even though I say beginner, if you haven't watched my 20 million gold in first year video, I think you will find these strats quite helpful. First thing I'm going to show you is quite a spicy strat, allowing you to have a copper pickaxe before the mines are even open. For this strategy, you will need 20 copper ore for the furnace and 25 more for the bars. You will also need 5 coal. You need to either fish up copper ore in a treasure chest or buy one from Clint and throw it on the ground and then pick it back up. Keep in mind you have to do this by day 2 so that in the morning of day 3, Clint stops by your place to give you the furnace blueprint. While you could buy all the coal required, it's quite easy to get 5 coal from mining some rocks in your farm. This will also get you started on your mining levels, which is a nice bonus. I recommend doing this on day 1. Try to have all 45 copper ore and 5 coal by 1 PM on day 3, as it takes 2.5 hours minimum to make 5 copper bars. You can also bring furnace with you and fish while you wait for the bars to smelt. Altogether, assuming you have to buy 45 copper ore, it costs 3,375 gold, plus another 2,000 for the upgrade for the pick. Which if you don't spend money on fiberglass rods, seeds, backpack, basically anything, then it should be quite easy with just fishing and maybe having to sell some forageables. In the intermediate video, I will show you how with some proper planning, you can get all these things and the copper pick too. But for the beginner video, we're going to keep it basic. If you're still having trouble, you can reset your day and try to get some copper ore in treasure chest, or if you're real lucky, you can get a diamond to sell. The second thing to help you get a head start in your farm is, well, farming. It's an obvious choice to make money, but there's some useful tips we should go over. As far as farming crops, potatoes give you the best return in early Spring Year 1, mostly because you have a random chance to get an extra potato, increasing your profits. Keep in mind the random chance is partially affected by daily luck, so you can wait to harvest until you have a good or best luck day. Keep in mind, waiting many days is also an opportunity cost, since the earlier you sell, the earlier you can buy more seeds or get tools or whatever. Harvesting potatoes also helps level your farming, so you can unlock sprinklers. It takes 27 potatoes to unlock basic sprinklers, but what you're really after is the quality sprinklers, which takes 235 potatoes to get. Another good reason to get potatoes is for food in the mines. Use the highest quality potatoes first, as with all food in Stardew, higher quality increases the energy and health gains more than increases the sell price. So using gold potatoes first and then silver is a helpful way to get an energy boost in the mines. The third thing I want to talk about today is fishing, a great moneymaker in Stardew early game. Let's look at a few things you should keep in mind while fishing. The best money-making area to fish on non-rainy days is the mountain lake, largemouth bass being the biggest contributor to this. Also, be on the lookout for bubbles as they increase your bite rate dramatically, especially when you don't have any bait yet. If you're playing on multiplayer, you will catch significantly less fish than single player in the same amount of time, because in single player, the game pauses whenever there's a fish on the line. Treasure chests from fishing can have a huge impact on your early game. You cannot get artifacts from fishing until you're level 2 fishing and you found one artifact spot. So, if you hit level 2 and you haven't found an artifact spot, it might be a good idea to try to find one. There are also 2 useful weapons that you can get in treasure chests that help you in the early mines. The first is the broken Trident, a level 11 dagger that has been quite useful to me in early game mines. Daggers used to be awful, but in 1.5, their special was adjusted so enemies are held in place while your special hits, so it does a lot of damage now, but with a very small range. The other weapon is a Neptune's Glaive, a level 7 sword, which is decent for starting out in the mines. The most important thing about fishing is leveling, as hitting level 5 allows you to take Fisher, which gives you a 25% boost in income. You can also hold on to all your fish in a chest, and then once you hit level 5, fall asleep, take the profession bonus, and the next day you can either sell to Willy if you need the money that day, or you can put him in the bin. You'll get 25% more money on all those fish. You can also use the same strategy till you hit level 10 as well, and get Angler, which gives you another 25% increase for a total of 50%. Keep in mind, holding on to tons of fish is money that you could put into seeds or tools, so it's not always best to hold on. Also something to note, level 10 fishing takes a deceivingly long time. Going from level 9 to 10 takes a little bit longer than going from 0 to 7. Foraging is another aspect you should be thinking about in early spring for a few reasons. Getting forageables is needed for the community center, so save one of each, and also save a spring onion if you're doing remix bundles, as that can be one of the remix forageables added in the community center. In the first day of spring, you can't even fish yet, so your only source of energy is forageables. Grab the spring onions in the South Intercept Forest for some energy too. Leveling your foraging early is helpful too. Hitting level 4 foraging gives you +1 berries per berry bush, so getting to level 4 by the 15th of spring is nice so that you're ready for salmon berries to spawn. If you feel you are not going to hit level 4 from gathering forageables alone, you can chop down trees or you can plant spring seeds that you get from the community center. Keep in mind that they take 7 days to grow, so you'd have to start them on like the 7th of spring. A tip when getting XP from chopping trees: the stumps give no XP, so you should leave them. They also give you less wood per the amount of hits and energy required, so it's more efficient. The stumps will even still spawn seeds, so by leaving stumps you can still get all the seeds around your farm to get extra acorns and whatever. Keep in mind, chopping trees down that are not on the farm, leaving those stumps, means new trees will not grow back in their place, so it's best to chop down trees all the way if you want them to grow back. Of course, this is just talking about trees that are not on the farm. The last thing I'm going to talk about today is the backpack. A valuable tool in the early game, of course, but I'm going to show you some other ways you can manage your inventory and save money so you can use it on other things before you get the backpack. So in the early game, it's of course helpful to have a backpack so you can carry extra fish and all the random treasure chest drops that you get as well. But if you bring wood with you when you go fishing and then make a chest, you can actually place a chest anywhere in Stardew Valley. Just make sure it's not in a path of an NPC or they will destroy it. NPC path and resource is in the description below if you need to look at exactly where all their pathing is. So by having this chest with you when you fish, you can actually drop off stuff and you can keep fishing for as long as you want, because the chest will have plenty of space for anything you can need. Normally in the mines, having a backpack helps you a ton, but instead you can actually have a chest at the top of the mine by the elevator and then offload all your stuff every 5 levels that you go down. And you can also keep food in the chest and grab more every time you go up. While chests around town can help you in the early game, a backpack is still needed, as you will find it quite annoying when you need a certain item only to realize that it's in a chest all the way on the other side of town. So once you have the stuff you're trying to get early, like potatoes, fiberglass rod, a copper pick, the next thing you need to do is get that backpack. I hope this video has been helpful in showing you some basic ways to get a head start on your farm. This video is just to cover the basics so we can dive deeper in an intermediate video, and lastly, an advanced video where we push the game to its very limits. Thanks for watching, and may the spirits be very happy with you today.